Montana returns home to face Portland State this week on senior weekend. And with us are two seniors, Hayden Harris and Aaron Fonts. Coach, we'll start with your wrap-up thoughts from the UC Davis game, and then your initial thoughts on Portland State as we look ahead to this week.
You bet, Tabes, thanks. In regard to the Davis game, disappointed not to win it. The game was there for the taking in the second half, and Davis was the team that took it, so good by them. Portland State, the early season schedule for them was the toughest in the nation at the FCS level, and their record showed that. They've played really well lately. In fact, right now I think they're playing extremely well. They beat Idaho State, they beat Sac State, both on the road. They had a very controversial ending against Davis where they appeared to win the game and then didn't. And then they had a barn burner last Saturday against Idaho. So shaping up to be a big Saturday for us. Looks like we're finally going to get some cold weather, which I don't know if that benefits us or not. You know, they got weather in Portland too, but they present some problems. The quarterback's very dynamic. He had 5 touchdowns against Sac State. Just does a lot of great things. He's got elite speed and can get out and go. The running back's terrific, and then number 7, Peyton Wing, the linebackers, kind of caught my eye. He's a good tackler and does a lot of good things. So, with that being said, it's a big game this weekend for us, and we'll be excited to play by Saturday.
Questions?
Bobby, when you watched the film back of the game, what kind of positives did you see and take away from the way your team played?
Yeah, the way I approach it is there's one positive, and that's when you win, and when you don't, it's not. And so, we just don't, we care about winning and losing, and we didn't take the game on Saturday when we had a chance to, so it's not very positive.
For Aaron and then Hayden, why has this team been able to bounce back from losses so well this season?
Because even when we're faced with adversity, we know what to do with it. We just work hard, put our heads down, and just keep working at the end of the day.
Yeah, just taking the corrections from the game, flushing the last game, and moving on to the next week has been really important for us.
Bobby, just what have you thought about this group's ability to bounce back from that adversity following a couple losses earlier?
Aaron said it pretty well. We train through adversity during guys' time here. Through the year, through their careers, they're placed in adverse situations. So adversity is not an issue here. It's just not an issue. Everybody faces adversity. It's how you respond to it that kind of defines you as individuals and in this vein as a football team. We'll always be good at that.
Coach Dante Sachre, you mentioned him, the quarterback. What do they do in the run game that helps him be effective in the quarterback run?
Well, they've got a pretty expansive quarterback run game. They got all the plays, and then he has the ability to get the ball where it needs to be down the field too. So it's not like you can just say, "Hey, we'll stop the quarterback run game." As I mentioned, the running back's really good as well. So they make you defend the entire gamut of run game.
I was going to ask you, what do you think of him as a thrower? It seems like he can throw it pretty well.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the statistics yet, or data's, I don't have it in my head right now, but watching the film, he seems to complete a pretty high percentage.
Hayden, similar question, just preparing for a quarterback that runs around. I know it's a common thing in this league, but how do you go about starting to do that?
Yeah, just practicing good habits, having good rush lane integrity, as well as just playing gap sound defense is really important. And making sure we watch a lot of film this week and find the little things that we can do to be successful and having a good week of practice.
Coach, when you look at Portland State's defense, just what kind of stands out about that side of the ball and why they've been able to hang with some of the best teams in the conference on that side?
Well, they changed structure mid-season, about a month ago, a little over a month ago. So think it was after their 5th game-ish, they changed structure. I think they played a little better on that side of the ball. The pressure a little more.
As Tabor mentioned, it'll be senior day this weekend. Just this senior class, what I guess 2-part question. First, like, what are senior days? What do you kind of like about them and get a chance to celebrate classes? Then part 2 is just what has this class meant to the program with 20+ seniors?
Well, we love our guys around here, and they know that, and hopefully the feeling's mutual. The thing I like about it is, we get to recognize them before the game. I think that's earned, and guys that are here for their senior year are special guys, especially in this era of college football.
For both the players, just speak to your time here at Montana. Aaron, we'll start with you. Obviously, here your entire career playing as a true freshman. Just speak to your time at Montana and senior day. And obviously, there's football left to be played, but just what this program has meant to you.
This program has meant a lot to me. Coming out of, I came here when I was 17 years old. I'm happy that I was able to, catch an eye from a team that wins games and makes it the playoffs every year. Just knowing that I'm on a team that that holds high standards for their players, and knowing that I'm on a team that is going to have I'm gonna have a brotherhood at the end of the day. Once I come graduation, I know I can come back here, show love to the team, just always come back and help if I even wanted to. So just knowing that I can do that with this team is just it means a lot to me.
And same for you, Hayden. Obviously, coming here from a different school and fitting in right away. Just what has this place meant to you as well?
Yeah, I mean, this school gave me an opportunity, and I couldn't be any more blessed to have that opportunity and be around a group of guys and a group of coaches that really care about the game. The community cares a lot about the game, and it does really feel like another home to me, and I couldn't be any more grateful to be here.
Coach, you talked about UC Davis doing a good job against the run game. Last couple games, maybe not as yards per carry as high as earlier on in the season. Has that been defenses, trying to stop it, or just not getting the O-line getting going as much, or what have you seen?
Well, it's never one position or another that causes anything in football. It's 11 against 11. However, the last 2 games we have not run the ball well enough, and teams are doing some things that are hard on us, and it's kind of what we expect to see Portland do this weekend.
And then, you've had going into seasons, playing 2 quarterbacks. At times, one guy's kind of taken the reins and you've gone with him. Other times, 2 have gone all the way to the national championship game. Did you hope going into this year that one guy would take the reins, or did you think it was going to be 2 guys throughout the whole year?
The honest answer is I don't really care one way or the other.
Hayden, Ryder Jackson Lee both made a lot of tackles in the ground game on Saturday. Just for the big boys up front, what's it mean for the defensive backs to get involved with the ground game?
Yeah, all of our defensive backs and everyone on the defense is super physical. So having guys, who are going to come down and fill lanes and do their 111th and make important tackles is huge, and gives us a lot of confidence up front to go do our job as well.
Anybody else?
Bobby, I'm writing a senior feature on Ryan Tyrrell. 2-part question. I know he's leading the team in tackles this year. So just what can you say he's meant to this team the past couple seasons, and then what has been the experience been like for you getting to coach your nephew?
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. Well, first, coaching my nephew is a kid I have seen grow up through his entire existence, and obviously having coached my son has a lot of similarities to that because we have a close and tight family. So Ryan's a guy I've seen from an infant till now being a senior in college. I would hope that these guys on either side of me would tell you that I love them all equally, and Ryan's done a really nice job growing from a guy who's not very worldly in football, and just had to assimilate into the college game into a guy that can be counted on by his teammates, and I think that's probably he would tell you is his greatest accomplishment.
Anybody else? Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.